Somewhere on this planet there are even places where the oceans do not meet with each other. From above they look like a completely different two oceans which do not get mixed with each other. And what lies there is a visible border of it. Almost that oceans are refusing to mix with each other. But is that what really is happening there? Let's go into that. If all of the oceans are connected, then why can't these boundaries sometimes remain visible for miles? This answer has very mixture of the temperature, salt and very powerful phenomena which shape our planet. At the first glance, the ocean seems very simple. An endless body of the water, more than 70% of Earth's surface water is stored in form of oceans. But beneath the waves, the ocean is very complex. Different regions of different areas contain water with different temperatures and salt level, and their densities are also different. So when these waters meet with each other, they do not instantly blend with each other together. Instead, they form temporary boundaries which look like this, but these are temporary. Focus on that. So you may have seen images like these online, which while these images claim they are the two oceans that never mix, but these pictures are a little bit more dramatic and they are often misunderstood by people. The truth is, the oceans do get mixed with each other. In fact, if they didn't, the Earth climate and marine ecosystem would collapse. However, the mixing does not happen real quick. Just like when you pour out hot and cold water into a single glass, and the differences of both waters can remain for a few time before everything blends together. That's the same phenomenon happen on the ocean, but it's as much on the larger scale. The biggest reason for this to happen is the density. The water density depends mainly on two things: the temperature and its salinity. In other words, how warm the water is and how much the salt it contains. The temperature one is pretty easier to understand, so let's focus on the salt salinity. The cold water is denser than the warm water, and the saltier water is denser than the fresh water. But when two bodies of water with different densities, they resist mixing immediately. Instead of blending instantly, they can flow alongside one another, and which creates a boundary, which we know as the ocean front, this line on the ocean. Imagine you are standing at the edge of very big rivers, and the one river carries cold and salty water and the other carries warmer and fresh water. When they meet, they do not become identical suddenly. The differences create layers and boundaries that can persist for long distance. We call these ocean fronts, and these exist towards the whole world. These invisible walls help shape weather patterns, ocean circulation, and marine life across the planet. One of the most powerful example I can give you is we found in Antarctica. The Southern Ocean, which contains the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, the ACC, is the strongest ocean current on Earth. This immense current circles Antarctica endlessly, connecting the Atlantic, Pacific, and the Indian Oceans. But the Antarctic region, because of that, the Southern Ocean is very extremely cold, and the Antarctic waters from the warmer waters which comes from the north, they mix. The result is a unique ocean boundary that has existed for many years down the track. But these are not on a single place every single time, so these regions change out. The separation is one of the reasons Antarctica has developed a distinctive ecosystem filled with many species of animals which are found nowhere on the other planet of Earth. And why these boundaries look very dramatic? The difference is not just temperature and salt. The sediment can also play a role. The glacier meltwater often carries very fine particles that can change the color of the water, so it looks like very turquoise blue color. And the rivers which enter the ocean can bring very mud and the nutrients. Algae also can be present in the water, which can help with the shades of blue and green. And when these waters meet clear ocean, the contrast can be very striking, and from above it looks like they are not mixing with each other. So these boundaries are just not beautiful, but they are important for us, and without the system, the weather patterns would change very dramatically. So yes, next time anyone tell you that does ocean refuse to mix with each other, it does not. The ocean are constantly mixing, but because of just difference in temperature, salinity, density, and the currents that slow down the process, and we look like they are not mixing with each other. So for more information, hit that.